So, good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are ready to get started. I'm going to be asking some questions. It's going to be a highly interactive time. Mike got me as co-host, so he's going to be continuing to let people in. We have 27 people on, and y'all know what is the number? Put in the chat how many people do we need to have on a minimum every morning. Who remembers? Put in the chat or unmute yourself. Y'all know I ask for a certain number every time. Yep, look at you, Sherry. Yep, you got it. You got it. I feel some kind of way when we have less than 30. I'm like, okay, now we need to have at least 30 people on here. All right, guys. So again, welcome to day one of 40 days and 40 nights. It is 7.0. I am so excited to begin this journey with you all. But before we go any further until our message today, it is Director Denise Russell's birthday. Director Denise Fields Russell. So I'll need us to flood the chat with birthday love and appreciation. Who does this on a birthday? Only somebody that's a true leader, super dedicated. So I want y'all to blow up that chat and hearts and all of that good stuff. Let's wish her a happy birthday. Well, I trust that you guys are going to get us to 30. Keep sending out those text messages. I think when we checked last night, we had 64 people that signed up, but quite a few people let me know that they were going to have to watch the replay because they're working during this time. So to all our replay people, we're so glad you registered, and we're going to have our space, our 4040 online space. That's when you can engage and come in and join us on Saturdays when your schedule allows. All right, so we're getting our birthday wishes out there. All right, so we want to see who's on the Zoom room today. If this is your first time with 4040, I want you to type in a one. Type in a one. Mike, I'm gonna be asking for your help. If we got anybody on here that's a number one, give them a shout out. This is your very first time. Somebody told you about this thing, you heard about it. I always like to recognize our first timers. If it's your first time, Mike, please give them a shout out.
Yep, we
Any
got
first timer?
first Kevin Montgomery is a number one. Welcome to 4040. We have Jasmine
Okay.
Estrada. Welcome to 4040. First timer. Any other first timers here? We got two so far.
Okay, good. Welcome to our first timers. All right, I feel like I'm at church. You know how at church they say, if this your first time, stand up so so the ushers can give you something. That's what this feels like. Our first timers. Okay. So now if you've been here two times, put in the chat two. If this is your third time, I want everybody to pay attention so we can see who's here. If this is your second time, put it in the chat. If it's your third time going through 4040, put it in the chat. If you have participated more than four times or more, put in a chat four or more. We need to know who's here, and I'm gonna stay on here after the session so I can see who that is. But if there's somebody that's been here for all seven times, this is gonna be your seventh round. I want to know who you are. All right. So for everyone that's new, I know Kevin, but we have one more person that maybe I didn't meet yet. Good. Look at y'all. You see how it's important for us to put things into our intentions. Look at our chat. I mean, look at our participants. We had 30, and that was the goal. So we got to make sure that we are mindful of what we asking for. You see how the universe just delivered. We got our 30, and that's what we asked for. All right. So for everyone that's new, my name is Carmen Ray. I am a 1.5-star director with Planet Marketing, and I've been with this amazing, incredible company for 9 years, y'all. 9 years. So, but in addition to those 9 years, I've been a traditional business owner for over 30 years, and my heart is really in building community, supporting entrepreneurs, and helping people to create real options and freedoms. Okay. I'm also the founder of Be Well Travel and Lifestyle. It's a network, it's a magazine, it's a couple different things. And what our primary reason for creating this company is so that we can really support and elevate women's voices around women and entrepreneurs around travel, reinvention, wellness, and entrepreneurship. So if anybody's seen the cover of our last issue, we featured Denisha Kennard, who was a powerhouse. She is part of the travel business. She's a mom of three, and she still was able to organize her life, y'all, to not run one business but two businesses. She works in corporate travel, and she still managed to prioritize her health, and she released 100 pounds. So give a heart and a shout out to our cover feature of the magazine, Denisha Kennard. And you guys can get a free online copy of that whenever you get a chance. All right, I see Denise Hutton got her hand raised. Denise? Oh, no, no, you're good. Okay, all right. Okay. Everything that I share over these next 40 days is rooted in real business building, real experiences, and real results. Okay. So be prepared. If you take action, you are definitely going to get some progress in your business. All right. So next, I want to bring to the line Michael DeMond. Now, with Mike, I've worked with Mike for over 20 years. Mike has been someone who has supported this movement almost from day one. He's been on the Planet journey. He's been on the Be Well journey. We have been locked in for a long, long time. He is a creative strategist. He is truly a systems expert and a huge, huge part of the way that you see 4040 running. He got the vision right away, and I want you to learn a little bit about his background and how he is going to be informing and empowering you all for this next 40 days and 40 nights. Go ahead and take it away, Mike.
Alrighty. Hello, Carmen. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, yep.
Awesome. Thank you. And hello, everyone. Welcome back to 4040 7.0. My name is Michael Damon, and as Carmen mentioned, I'm an IntelliTravel advisor. I'm also a Planet Marketing rep, and I have a business called We Merge Media, which has been operating for about 20 years. I started my business originally as an escape because I worked in the corporate world for 4 years, and I said, ain't no way in the world I'm doing this until I can't work no more. And I was determined to figure out how to start a business, how to be an entrepreneur, how to work from home. All those things were very valuable and very important to me. Through that process, though, I was able to figure it out. I had no skills, no formal training, no education, no degrees in any of the things that I do today. Today, I have clients who are government agencies, nonprofit organizations, for-profit businesses, all who come to me and rely upon me to provide them direction, to help them navigate the technology world, which has evolved so much in a lot of different ways, and people who are just independent, home-based entrepreneurs like many of you who are here on this call. Originally, when Carmen and I got together, I had a program called the Four Ps, and I collaborated with her to develop that Four Ps in what you now experience as 4040. And I know we'll probably get through this, but each of those Ps has meaning to them. Each one of them represents 10 days of the coaching that we're going to be providing for you. And I want to just plant a seed with you, especially for those of you, this is your first or your second time. You're going to evolve as we go through these 4040s. We evolve as we go through these 4040s. And the thing that I want you to keep in mind is that every time you attend this, every time that you participate, you do one of your homework assignments, make sure that you're reflecting inward about what am I gaining now or what am I learning from this activity or my involvement in this thing. For many of you who follow me and are connected on social media, you might know that I've been a little quiet. Some of that has just been because of life stuff that has changed around me. But another part of that is because I am developing and practicing new habits, habits that I realize had kept me a little bit too comfortable. Also, some habits that are going to take me in the direction and to the goals and to the things that I really want to accomplish within the business that most of us are part of. So I'm looking forward to being here with you, sharing the knowledge and the expertise and the life experiences that I've gained, being able to coach you and provide some guidance for you, regardless of what level or what year you are in your entrepreneurship. You came to the right place, you're with the right people, and that's really what we create these for and why we host these. So I'll turn it back to you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mike. Let's see some hearts and flames. If you have ever worked with Mike before, help desk, brand new shoes, anything that you work with Mike on, put in the chat so that we can know that Mike is well represented through the work that he's done with so many of us. So now, y'all, next I want to bring forward the voice of excellence, consistency, and true leadership, our very own director, Denise Fields Russell. Birthday girl, go ahead and introduce yourself and let people know what they can expect from you over these next 40 days.
Thank you so much, Director Carmen. It is my birthday, and I'm not humble about it at all. I will probably open up every statement to whomever I'm talking to today, letting them know why, because I love celebrating life. And I feel like the one day to do it for me is January 20th. So, Director Carmen, when you announced this about however many days ago, a couple months ago, that it was going to start on January 20th, the only thing I thought about was, oh, that's my birthday. Of course, I'm going to be on there with my assistant success. So, good morning, everyone. Happy day one of 40 days. I keep wanting to say 40 days and 40 nights, but happy day one of 4047.0. I can't talk about it without smiling the way that I do. If it wasn't my birthday, I'd be smiling just like this because I absolutely enjoy 4040. I just sent a message out to many of my partners and just said, if you need an accountability group, first and foremost, that's what 4040 does. A lot of times people get started because your coach or somebody says to jump on and take a listen and you don't really know what you're getting into, but it's literally life-changing. It really is. Whether you are in business with us or not, it is a space for you to truly understand what accountability is. Because if you can do anything, they used to say if you can do anything for 21 days or more, that's developing a habit, right? If you can do something for 40 days straight, it's a habit. We get sad when she said, welcome to day 30, because we're like, wait a minute, it's about to end soon. And then we always feel like it's going to be forever before we see her again, right? But it seems like it comes up so quickly. The great thing about it, though, is once you really understand the pillars and the things that you're going to learn in these 40 days, you'll truly understand why this section that I talk about all the time, partnerships, is so valuable. A lot of people are not able to finish a task, finish a project, finish something they start because they don't have solid partners. Director Carmen and I are solid partners. Even in your post today, Director, about my birthday, I appreciated what you said around just the partnership that we've developed. And guys, partnerships is not always around partnering with somebody who's always going to say what you want to hear. A real friend, a real accountability partner is going to tell you what's right, whether you want to hear it or not, whether it hurts or not. And Director Carmen and I, believe it or not, we come on this Zoom and we smiling and agreeing and all of that. But sometimes we've had some tug, like, no, Carmen, I think we need to do it this day. Well, why? Why do you think this? And vice versa. And by the time we come to the forefront, we are truly with one accord. We have understood why we got through this, why we're saying this, and does it benefit the greater good? That we do everything in that fashion. You heard from Mike DeMond. I can't say anything, but he's a multimillionaire. Like, y'all, he might not talk about it, but he really is. And if he doesn't know it, he is, because the value that he brings to everything that's done is always, it's never subpar, it's always top tier. And this is just an example of the different things that you're going to be able to experience. I know I speak for anybody who's been in 4040 before, that if you were uncertain on day one, you were certain by day 3. You knew exactly what you were logging into every single day, right, Miss Jackie? I know Miss Jackie is glad that it's not too early in the morning, because as a retiree, she has to get her sleep in. But once she gets on, you all, it is going to stretch you. It's going to make you think, it's going to make you commit, and it's definitely going to make you say, I want more, and I'm going to keep going forward. So I'm excited about what's to come. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to have a new guest this time around that's going to help you get that YouTube channel going and get monetized and just get yourself out there, because that's really what it's all about. Developing partnerships, developing your skills, developing more income, and definitely lifelong memories that you'll be able to cherish and put forth in anything you do. So Director Carmen, thank you again. I'm glad 7.0 is here, and I plan to be here as long as I'm living and breathing. I'm going to be a part of 4040. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director. Let's clap it up, y'all. Let's send some hearts and flames. I absolutely love it. All righty. So we're going to move into the area where I'm going to really, really. Oh, I got your text, Mike. Thank you so much. I appreciate you always being on the job, making sure I can be more efficient. All righty. So I'm going to hear from one of our alumni. And here's the task. Now, hear me clearly because I'm watching to see who's going to take on this task and raise your hand because when you're building out something like this, if you want to really see who's paying attention, same thing in our business. If we want to, it's about duplication. So every 40/40, I share the origin story. I tell about how 40/40 came about. Out of all of these people on here, 33, at least 10 of y'all should remember that story. I want to see who can raise their hand and say, I remember how 40/40 got started. If not, out of all these people, if can't nobody remember, it's going to be a sad day for me. I should not have to keep telling this story. Somebody on here should be able to remember how 40/40 got started. Mike, do you see any hands? Because I'm feeling the tears coming. If I don't see one hand, as many times I don't share this story, I'm like, what? I should not have to be telling my own story. How did Mike and I come? What was the day that I came together? Where was I? Y'all don't remember none of it. Let me tell you who I'm most disappointed in. Let me start calling out some name. Is Vita on here? Highly disappointed. My girl been on here for all this time. Georgette, you got me about to do the ugly cry. Let me see who else on here. Uh Vita said, but you tell it so good. All right, y'all. Well, listen, now you know. I don't this is my last time I plan on sharing this story. So take note because I want one of the 40/40 participants to tell the story. So y'all make note, Julia, okay? All right. So here's the deal. One day, we do our best singing, some of our best thinking in the shower. So one morning in Arizona, I was in the shower and I was just thinking about like Planet Marketing stuff. And I was like, man, Mr. Bradley really did an amazing job, putting these leaders in front of us every morning, the IMV. We got the basic training. See, some of y'all are newbies. We didn't always have the basic training. I remember when it was a vision and Mr. Bradley said he was going to pull those leaders together, right, Jackie? And he was going to create something where we can always get that consistent education and all of that good stuff. And so I was just sitting there, I was thinking, I was like, man, and it's 40 days and 40 nights. It means something spiritual for you to really, really understand the word of what that means. And what happens if we really are intentional and we are consistent in our life and our business for 40 days and 40 nights? How might that look? How might that show up in our lives? So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and I said, Planet does a great job at putting information before us to learn from and for us to succeed. But what I see is a potential missing part. We don't hear from the people. Like we hear on basic training, but we not hearing from the people that's receiving the information enough. So how can I work with my background and the things that I like to do and create a space that we can hear from the people? That's how it started. That's how it started. I got out that shower. I called Mike. I had nothing in writing. I was like, okay, Mike, here's the vision. Here's the vision. He caught it immediately. Mike, share a little bit of the few steps that it took for you to pull this together. And I'm so sorry because I give him so little. That's why you got to know who you're in partnership with. I didn't have to have all of the I's crossed and all of the I's dotted and the T's crossed. He got the vision. And Mike, talk about a couple things that you put in place so that we could birth 40 days and 40 nights.
Sure. All right. So, as y'all know, Carmen and I share a passion for just helping people, specifically entrepreneurs. And at that time, I had been working with her to develop another program for Be Well Travel and Lifestyle magazine. So I think we had about 20 people that were enrolled in that program, and our goal was to really like see what happens if you spend an extended period of time pouring into people, to help them get where they want to go. And part of that program, we had developed the 4 Ps. which you'll learn is going to be talked about. So we developed that program, and when Carmen talked about the 40/40, and I was just like, that's an alignment. So that's always check number one. Am I aligned with what this vision is and what it is that we want to do? And then check number two for me is how do we operationalize it? So I just really get into that. Carmen makes it really clear that she's not into the tech. So I'm just like, no problem, say less. I got an idea how we can pull this together. So that's what we've done. And we originally did this. We weren't doing it every quarter. I think we did it like once a year at first, and then we maybe did twice. But the people kept coming, the list kept growing, and people kept being sad when the end came. So it's like, you know what? Let's make this a quarterly thing. And we developed to be a quarterly thing to just have more community and give people an opportunity to continue to build and connect with each other through the 40/40 program.
Yes, Mike, you nailed it. So that's how it came about, y'all. And then you all really bought the essence of it and made it be what it is today. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Every once in a while, because the program started off as free, because when I got it, when I think about what Mr. Bradley has given to me and my life and my family and my business partners, the relationships that I've gained, there's nothing like business partners. They're much more like family. You can't tell me me and Jackie Delane are not sisters. You just can't tell me. You can't tell me that I don't have a complete family connection with Betty Brown and so many others. You cannot tell me that I have not connected on a deeper level with Minister Asian and Kevin. Like I have fallen in love with these people. And so when I think about that, I knew immediately I could not charge any money for 40 days and 40 nights. So it's going to continue to be free each and every time. It is a labor of love. So every once in a while, Erica, I send Mike a text like, can you believe how much I love doing 40/40? And it's the very thing I got that absolutely gives me no income. So that's when we know our why and our purpose for something. It don't always have to be about the money, but it is by far the thing that I enjoy the most in my business. I love people coming together and being intentional about growing their business and supporting each other. All righty. So now let's hear from someone who can share how 40/40 helped them to build consistency or confidence as a result of participating. We got about 5 minutes because I'm really going to work. I say this every time, so y'all don't say she lying in the chat. I'm really going to try to keep us within 30 minutes. So I'm asking for some grace because we started a little late. Give me 35 minutes today, okay? All right, so I need somebody to raise their hand and take literally 1 minute to share how 40/40 has helped them build consistency and or confidence. Mike, do you see any hands? Denise Hutton, go right ahead. And then Vita right after you. 1 minute each, ladies. Let's share with the people.
Although I'm
Denise?
still, although I'm still working on my consistency in some areas, I would say that the confidence is what I gained from being in 40/40. It really helps you to really do a deep dive on who you are and where you want to go. And I just encourage you to stay to the end because it can be exhausting, but it is so worth it. And to venture out into things that you've never done before, it's really awesome.
Good. Thank you so much, Denise. We're happy to have you back. Vita, you next?
Hello, and thank you as always, Director. So yes, it was definitely like Denise said, was the confidence I needed at the time when I first joined. It was definitely the community. You know, Planet is so much larger than just our our sponsors and our uplines, and so when you feel lost or when you don't feel like you're a part of something. Coming to a place like 40/40 just builds a whole level of confidence in you to feel like you can reach out to others, that um, there's more to the planet than just what brought you in. And that's what I was really needing, is to see the heart of Planet. And I truly believe that it's here with people and directors like Carmen Ray, um, as well as Director Russell, and obviously can't speak highly enough and good enough about Mike. Mike's the best.
Yes, yes. Well, we are so happy to have you back, Vita, and thank you so much for introducing 4040 to your organization. Minister Asia.
Hello, everyone. 4040 has truly allowed me to be vulnerable, to realize that everybody is not, it allowed me to be vulnerable, to be able to know that there is help out here, that I'm not alone. Being a preacher, sometimes you don't have that space to talk about to talk about some of the things that's going on. And what I love is that it developed me. It helped develop me to become the professional that I am in this field. And it also has allowed me to just understand my positioning, just really know where I am in my business, outside of life. And I just love you, first off, because of your integrity. I know that whatever you got going on is going to help me. You're my seasoned sister, and I appreciate you for having this platform for us. So thank you so much. And to be
Thank you so much,
organized, which I'm
Minister
still
Asia.
working. I'm still working on being organized with that calendar. I didn't get that until I got on here.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. Jackie Delane is up next.
Good morning, everybody. What I wanted to mention was being involved in 4040 made me think deeply about why I do what I do. So I started off with just a simple sentence, and since then it's developed into an entire paragraph. Because one thing
Yes.
about hanging around Carmen Ray, you're going to think about what you're doing, you're going to understand what you're doing, and you're always going to stretch yourself a little bit more. So I love that about 4040 and the community of people that I've met. And the last thing I'm going to say is one of the things I really like is we're on here talking to each other as opposed to being on a Zoom, listening to one person or looking at a video. That's it. That's all.
Yes, yes, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. And then one more, then we're gonna finish up, close out and be prepared for tomorrow. Georgette, go ahead, my dear.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say that everybody that's been on 4040, I see you guys glow. I see the growth. You all look so amazing. And that's the evidence of what 4040 can do for us. And I also gain a lot of confidence.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Georgette, for sharing. Okay, so here, guys, I want to give you all a reminder. We meet Monday through Saturday. Okay, when we started, it used to be 7 days a week, but we really, really want you to have those Sundays to yourself to reset, organize your calendar, practice your faith, because we know faith is a very important part of entrepreneurship. And so we want you to have that day off with your family and to take care of you. So Monday through Saturday, we do not meet on Sundays. So what to expect, okay? So for this session, we're going to be doing the 4 P's as Mike talked about: purpose, positioning, partnerships, profitability. And when we get on the profitability section, we're going to be hearing from some of you. So be prepared. I'll be reaching out to certain people, especially once you add people to your team, you hit a rank or any of that. We're going to be really, really celebrating those people. You have a big trip that you booked. You got some serious commission. I'm going to be asking for those testimonies because everybody needs to know that this business work if you work it. Entrepreneurship work if you don't lose faith and you remain inconsistent. Okay, so here's what you can expect from your facilitators: a supportive atmosphere, no judgment, real guidance, and high expectations, because we want you to get what you say you want, not what you think we want for you. So if you are here because you want to hit bronze, you want to get your first partner, you might want to get to silver or gold. Hint, hint, Denise Hutton, right? That might be your goal. That's what we want to support you in. Not, we want to hear from you. What is it that you want to get? Okay. So some of you might say, I just want to be more consistent on social media. Like, I really want to get my YouTube channel started. I am sick of being fearful of AI. Whatever your thing is, I can assure you from your facilitation team, you're going to get the support you need to reach your goals. All righty. So tomorrow, what we're going to do, we're going to do a walkthrough through the journal. So if you have not purchased your journal yet, you can purchase a PDF. You can download it. It's $10 to download it. Some people, like Director Benson, last time she bought the hard copy, or you can go right to the dollar store and you can get you a $1 notebook. I ask that you get two, one for your list, because we want to make sure that you have a good working list during this 40 days and 40 nights. And then you want a brand new, fresh journal. So even if you get the PDF, print it out today. Print it out. Go get you a cute notebook. Like, be serious about your business during this 40 days. I can assure you, if you document the growth, it's going to be so worth it. So let me give you your assignment for tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to be going through the journal because we didn't get to that today. So here's your assignment. Okay, so for those building on the planet side of your business, I want you to get a fresh list, and I want you to add 20 names to that list. So all them little pieces of paper, all them business cards, I want you to have a fresh list during this 40-40. Don't overthink the list. I want 20 people on that list, okay? Every single day, I want you, like how Mr. Bradley said, give out 2 black cards a day. That's what I want you to do. I want to reinforce that. Give out 2 cards. They can be your digital cards, but 2 people you want to introduce to your business, and I want you to add those people to your list. Okay, so that's what we want to start with. So get yourself organized. I think it was Minister Asia talked about organization. Everybody should have their planners, their 2026 calendars by now, and get ready for a highly interactive next 40 days and 40 nights. Thank you all so much for giving me an extra 5 minutes. And we want to make sure to check in on the online space so we can know that you know how to find it. If for some reason you can't find it, you will, Mike will give you some instructions on how to navigate that space tomorrow. Go ahead, Mike.
Yep, I just want to say to everyone, the Zoom information that you use to get on today is the exact same information you're going to use for the next 40 days. So if you never find your way anywhere else, just save the Zoom that you use today. And as Carmen mentioned, tomorrow I'll explain to you how you can access our private community through your mobile phone and through your computer. There's also a calendar inside of there that has the Zoom link to it.
I'm glad you said that, Mike, because you reminded me of something. Let me ask y'all something, and please don't do this. Please do not give out the Zoom information. Not that we got some big top secret stuff, but it's because of intentionality. Because I'm strategically trying to see who cares enough about these next 40 days and their own professional growth to take out the time to fill out the registration. Because we ask questions on those registrations so we can see what people need. And so if you take the cheat code and just give them the Zoom information, it's not like we're going to kick anybody out, but you're avoiding the system that we have in place to better improve the system. So we want people that want us. And if you take out the time to fill out that registration, that's your way of saying that you want to be part of this. And that's what our goal is. So thank you guys so much for showing up for day 1. And I can't wait to see you all tomorrow morning for day 2. You all be well, and I'll see you tomorrow.